Welcome to our new newsletter format. It was requested by a number of people to include a video and a short synopsis at the beginning of the newsletter for people that want to read through quickly or people that enjoy watching it or maybe watching me, if they really like that. So this week's message is we're past the point in this message where there's a problem-making decision. Decisions get made, upper management is actually doing what they're supposed to do, which is surprising. But now what happens after that? Even if you have that down, there's a very big problem. Because many times when you get to the end of the line, the decision, whatever was decided, really didn't get down there. It's like the game of telephone. When you ever play the game of telephone as a child, when the message gets to the end, it's garbled, or even if it's there, there's a little bit off. That's always going to be a problem. So in order to fix that problem, and before the problem, there's a big cost by doing that. Decisions like that, teams work together. There's different systems that are happening, different programs that are being put in place, different priorities. If you don't really have that straight, then you have a very big problem. And could be a very direct cost. You could have 4 major decisions a year, and each one could take weeks and weeks to correct, to get people on target, people working on different programs. Many thousands of dollars of expenditures that could be put out. And when we speak in terms of expenditures, things aren't always dollars. Things are productivity. You're paying people. You could be paying 100 people, and they're all less productive. If they're all 10% less productive, that's real money. So what needs to happen? Once a decision is made, you need to actually have it written down, and written down in a way where it gets emailed out to everyone. There should be an email that everyone agrees to that gets passed down to everyone about major decisions, major strategy that's made. To make sure that it's not a telephone, that it's actually something that's in writing, that's something that's very clear. Now, if that happens, you write it down once, you pass it down so every manager actually has the piece of paper. They could technically fix it up and send it to their team and to the things that are necessary for their teams, but it's very important to do that right after the meeting. And that's why when you set up your meetings, it's important to set them up properly week after week and really go through that and make sure that everyone's on the same page. Because if you go in different directions, that's not going to work out well for everyone. So a lot of times it's not the decision, it's the system carrying the decision down. And that needs to get structured individually for every different organization and how it could work best for them. But it has to be very conscious, and you have to be very aware. Half of the battle is awareness of the problem.